Making money as a new real estate agent can be very complicated because most of the time you're so focused on the commission. So today I'm going to share with you guys some of the ways I make money as being a new real estate agent. Obviously I make money off of commissions and whatnot, but when you're a new real estate agent, it's harder to get to those commissions because you have to build the business up. And for anybody out there that says, oh, real estate's easy, you're just going to make a shit ton of money so fast, so simple. Yeah, you're very much wrong, especially right now on this market because you have high interest and high prices and people are scared. We have inflation. We have other countries going through a depression. No telling where we go, right? But that doesn't matter because the only thing you can control is yourself in this moment and today at this time. You can't control the policies that presidents passed or prime ministers passed or dictators passed. You can't control any of that. All you control is what's in front of you. And let me tell you, you're not alone if you're a new agent, like just starting or just becoming one or even thinking of becoming one and you're like, oh my God, how can I survive off of commissions? That's how I was at first. I was like, holy shit, how am I gonna survive? Because the only thing you think of when you first start is I need to go get commissions so I can get paid. But that type of mindset is only gonna attract desperate customers because you're desperate for a commission. My first piece of advice is do something that allows you to have real estate full-time all the time. Don't go get a part-time job that's under a boss, a W-2 or a full-time job or anything of that nature because they're gonna set your schedule. And what happens if you have showings? I would recommend doing like Uber Eats, Uber, Postmates, DoorDash, Lyft, anything of that nature that's a 1099 and you can just do it by yourself because you want to be able to make your own schedule. Now 1099 gets a little tricky and I'm no one that should advise you on taxes, but I just save 30% of everything that I make, put it aside and I'll just pay my taxes because I want to buy a home in 2 years anyways, and you have to claim money to buy a home. So with Uber Eats, I do it when I'm slow and I do it like 2 to 3 hours a day because I understand how much money I need to make at the end of the month. Say you need to make $2,000 at the end of the month and you only want to work 5 days with Uber Eats and you need to make about $100 a day, right? Because if there's 5 days times 4 is 20, $100, 100 times 20 is 2,000. Obviously you're going to need to make a little more for the 30% on top, which is going to be like $600. So you need to make $2,600 to make $2,000 for taxes. You just need to look at it and understand how much you need to do and write it down and say, okay, if I follow this plan, I can stay in real estate full time. Don't live out of pocket and lavish at the beginning of real estate. That doesn't make sense. You want to build it, nurture it, and in 5 years, do whatever you want, even potentially sooner, but 5 years is how I play the game because people don't play the game for 5 years. They play it for 2, 1, 3, and then after that they give up, but they don't hit their goals. Say to yourself, you want to make $1 million in 5 years. If you make it anytime sooner, then you're just a fucking genius. If you make it in 5 years, congratulations. If you made 700, 800,000 in 5 years, still better than where you're at. Play the long-term game. The second thing that I do as well is just I sell things online, man. I'm very like minimalistic. I know it doesn't look like it from the background. I sell a lot of things. I don't really like to hold a lot of things. This is the most cluttered room we have because it's our game room / office, and we were really going for a creative space. So you have a painting here, there, a flag, some more paintings over here. You have some Funkos, you know, cereals, all that stuff. It's just really creative because that's who we are, and we want to dedicate this room to being creative and working and creating new ideas. Now with the whole e-commerce thing of you're selling things that you already have, it just depends how much you sell because after you cross a certain threshold you have to, you know, pay taxes and you have to hold things back. I think it's like $600. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's crazy. Again, 30%, I just do it to be safe. Same thing with commission and real estate. I put 30% away just because I haven't made hundreds of thousands of dollars yet, and this year I won't because it's only 2 more months. I have another deal closing. I have potentially 2 deals lined up already, so it's like, you know, I'll make good money, but I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, let's step up to 45% taxes. My 5-year plan is I hope I have to save half of my money because I make that much, but even in that time frame when I'm making that much, I'm just gonna write everything off.